Hello, this is the one and only 5D Attraction, and I'm here, man, and I wanted to have once again a quick talk with you all. Um, and this one is big, man. It's really about valuing your time, but I want to go a little bit deeper because, of course, we know you want to value your time. Your time is important. Your attention is important. One thing I stress big time on the channels that I have uh, is that your attention is the most important commodity in the universe. Where your attention goes, energy flows, and based on what you put your attention on is what you're giving your energy to, whether you know it or not. Even if you look at attraction, what allows you to know that someone is attractive, what allows you to know that you're attractive, is that people stare at you longer than they stare at other people. Or the way that you know someone's attractive is that you stare at them a few seconds longer than you might stare at other people. And then to the degree that they're less attractive, they stare at you less. They put less attention on you. And that's essentially, how you understand what's attractive and what's not. Now, when we talk about dealing with women, there's different elements that take place. And, women are amazing when it comes to those women that are really good people out there. But what I notice is you have some women that are great people to be around, very intelligent, great conversation, where they elevate you. But those are very more so the fewer, the ones that are the gems that you find and that are the keepers. Then you have a barrage of, and this goes both ways with men. You have some men that have a lot of great things to talk about, the 1%er men, not the 10%er, just the people who think different, bring different ideas to the table that help elevate you. Then you got the rest, right? So just to bring it back, whether you're a man or a woman, the rest of the people that are talking, what are they talking about? But with women, it's a bit unique though, because as a man, pursuing a woman, she naturally takes a lazier approach. She puts a lot more of her focus on herself, and is more so there's a focus on judging you on whether you're the person that's worthy of keeping her around. But when you build your value up as a man, you get to a point where you're like, hold on, while you're trying to judge whether I should be spending time with you, I'm judging whether it's worth spending time with you. Because I feel as though as a man, you want to put yourself in a position where you love being by yourself. I mean, you should love the time you have by yourself. You should be learning when you're by yourself. I love watching videos. I love learning new information. I love enhancing my mind state, putting plans together, just plotting up to be the best version of myself. And with women, a lot of the women you'll be around aren't on that wave. Yet they're judging you as if they're doing you a favor by being around you. So what I've noticed is a pattern. I've noticed this for years. I noticed this like 10 years ago. I remember 10 years ago, I'd say when I was young, I realized I was like, bro, there's no point of going on dates. Because I would notice that when I went on dates, the exchange wasn't worth it for me. Like, I'm sitting here having conversations. I'm having to be the spark plug in the conversation. I'm bringing all the conversation. I'm bringing all the good questions. I'm bringing the energy. I'm paying for the food. I'm paying for the drinks, and I'm like, what am I getting in return? This girl, most of the time, the girl would just be there, and at best, she'd have good conversation. And I'm like, that's cool. That's really cool. Like, those girls were special for having great conversation just alone. Because at least it's making it worth, I'm learning this, I'm learning that. But beyond that, bro, and most of them did not really have a good conversation. It was kind of just, yeah, oh, I do this, oh, I do that. They're just answering your questions. And then I noticed, I'm like, man, what am I doing this for? Like, what am I gaining? I'm doing all of this to get laid? Like, bro, we all know, bro, it's not hard to bust a nut, bro. Like, there's so many different ways you can get that done. And if you have women in your life, you can get it done. If you don't, you can still get it done. I mean, there's so many channels to outlet that. So if she feels as though that she's such a prize just because she looks attractive, and when you look at it, it's really weird because if you're a person that carries yourself a certain way and that has value in your life, it's like, yo, like I'm if you're attractive, I'm attractive too. if you're coming trying to look your best, I'm coming trying to look my best too. It's not like I'm a bum out here with good conversation. Like, it's an equal exchange that's taking place, and I'm the one dishing out the date, right? So what I noticed with women is like it's very easy for them to waste your time. Like there are a lot of women out there that are perpetual time wasters, and that's not every woman. I'll be the first one to say that, but a lot of them, a lot of them. And I've had situations, especially when you work on yourself and you become like a real good communicator and you have a real good energy about you. Like women will literally sit there for hours. Like there's been times I've been talking to a woman, and I'm like, yo, it's 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, when is she about to get off the phone? So I'd be like, I try to hang on. There was points in my life where I try to hang on in the phone, trying to be nice, but they keep talking about this, talking about that. I'm like, all right, it'll be 3 o'clock. It's like, I'm gonna go to sleep now. She's talking. All right, it's 4 o'clock now. Nothing. I'm talking about nothing. I'm like, damn, it's about to be 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and she's still she on the phone. Yeah. So yeah, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you can talk to me all day about nothing. Like, we're not talking about business. We're not talking about spirituality and growth. We're not talking about ideas of any consequence, like any ideas that are very impactful. We're just sitting around. And you might have some guy friends like that too, like friends where y'all just sit around and talk about anything. And it's like, how long are you gonna just do that? So it's like you have to value your time and realize, like, while I'm sitting here entertaining her till 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, potentially, if you leave it up to her, like, she's low key, like, just getting a rush off of my energy and off of my ideas, and she's learning more, and she's thinking about more stuff, and she's being entertained because she's bored all the time because she don't talk to nobody like me like this. She's normally talking to lower vibrational people a lot of the time. So it's like, and this can go for women too, dealing with certain guys that's just like not high vibrational. Like they're just talking about the same stuff every day. So with a lot of women, man, just talking to guys, and women can say that with a lot of guys, same thing. Like, bro, they're gonna waste your time, bro. They're gonna waste your time, bro. And they are perpetual time wasters. They wanna go on dates and not pay, which, okay, that's cool with me, but they wanna go on dates and not pay, but also, right after, like, okay, thanks for the free food, goodbye. I hope you enjoyed my presence. Like, do you think I need to, like, I don't have to pay money to hang out with my guy friends. So, we coming in equal. We bring equal conversation. We bring equal money to the table. You pay for what you do. I pay for what I get. We talk, we share drinks, we do whatever, and we leave. And it's like, cool. This expectation that I'm supposed to do all of this is like, for what? And I want you guys to understand, like, they will waste your time. In your pursuit to get laid, bro, the period of time between you wanting to get laid and you not actually getting, you not taking it to that point yet, in that middle period of you like pursuing her, trying to get laid or trying to have her, and her like not letting you have her, or her not letting you have sex yet, and that whole period of time, bro, is the prime time for her. Like that's her greatest point in time to just get the most out of you, and compromise you the most, and really control and have you, invest the most energy for her, the most little energy on her end. And so you're getting milked for that time. Like, you can't get that time back. And at a certain point, you got to put your foot down as a man and be like, yo, like, what is this for? Like, even on the dating apps, guys can be on there swiping all day, texting girls, messaging girls, or putting all of this energy into a girl. It could be just one girl that you're pursuing, or one girl that you have, and you're putting all this energy, and it's like, what am I getting back? And I just ended like this, even with my girlfriend, right? The thing that separated her from the rest of the girls when I was talking to her, because I was talking to different girls, and I'm dating. She was the first one where when she came to my crib after a few times, she would come with, first of all, she would buy, I sold different things at that time, different goodies and stuff like that. She would always buy my goodies, like, because I was, I'm a businessman. I was running a company back then. I was selling different things. I was selling merch, different things. And she would support it. And she copped some stuff. And she would do little things like bring me gummies. Like, just little things. That's what a lot of women miss. Like, That's a tip for a woman. Like if you just get a dude something small when you come to see him, that's so big for a man because we don't get that a lot of the time. We don't get that in return. We're always having to pursue and give, but what do we get back? She was one of the only ones. She would give me some gummies. She'd get me, and then one time I remember she came through. She had came back from New York to see her family, and she came back with some food that her aunt cooked, and she brought it to my spot, and I was like, wow, just thinking about me to bring some food back. Because we were young at this time. I was in college. She was in college. So she was like real young. So it wasn't like she was out here with an apartment cooking meals for me. Like she was just doing what she could. Just little thinking, just a little bit of thoughts. And I remember I was like, man, I'm talking to all these girls, but she's the one that gave me a little something. You know, she leave, I leave her a little extra money. She copping my merch or whatever. She's, you know, bringing gummies, you know what I mean? She bringing food. I'm like, okay, I can rock with her because she's leaving a lasting effect. You know, I didn't have to take her on a bunch of fancy dates. You know, we met up, and then you know, she just come to my crib. We would meet up at the crib and just kick it and just vibe. And like, that's how it's supposed to be when it's the one. This whole chasing and doing the most, spending hours and hours with a girl in boringness is just not worth it. So I want y'all to really pay attention to that, man. Don't let your time get wasted, man. Value your time and look for the girls out there that want to invest in you, that want to give back, that don't just want to take. And what you'll find is that that's going to be the special ones that are going to be the ones that deserve that more attention in your life. You know, a lot of guys have bad habits. They chase and pursue these women that give them nothing, and then they run over girls that give them a bunch. You know, they look at it like, oh, this girl must have lower value. But in reality, that's the girl that deserves all of that great attention. And so that's very important, guys. Don't be one of these dudes out here chasing a woman that's not giving you anything. And with that being said, man, and that goes both ways for the ladies that are watching as well. Don't be giving all this to a dude and you're not getting nothing back. Don't lower your vibration down. You know, you got to rise up. You got to lift up. Even if it's simple conversations, they give you a few tips on this, and you give her a few tips, or she puts you on to some different herbs or whatever. You know, whatever you're into. Yeah, you can do this too. Damn, that's what's up. I rock with you. So I rock with you for making me, you know, giving me an opportunity to level up mentally talking to you. So that's my message to you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, man. It's 5D Attraction. This is the only place you're gonna get this specific information when it comes to, when it comes to the 5D. So you already know, man. Appreciate y'all listening, like and subscribing, and we'll talk soon. Peace.